Good afternoon, fellow traders. Black Coffee Trader coming to you on the last day of October, Halloween. And my trading was about as spooky as the holiday, I think. Man, oh man, I am frustrated. I just have to get it off my chest. I am so upset at myself for how I traded my Apex accounts today. As you can see on the chart here, we are down about $1,900 on the Apex accounts. Basically about $400 per account down, and I did increase my daily loss limit as the day wore on. This is the sad thing. The third trade of the day today, I was up 130 per account. So we were up about 600 and some odd dollars on these accounts. And as is kind of the norm, my UProfit account, I can do no wrong. Up 730 on that account today. So we're at 2,300 in profit once again on that account. I've had one red day. And I'm trading this account so well for whatever reason. Only took a couple trades today, but capitalized very well. Did not trade any of the chop. The only trade I took was here. And I am so not sure on this time. This is not set to standard time. Let's see where that trade was at. Oh, that was right here. That was basically right here around 10:15. I took looks like a short trade. Did I take a short trade here? At 21:55 and exited at I took a short trade right there on that move down. Basically hitchhiker setup. You can see this move up, jumped in, got the little wick down. So, but yeah, I took a couple. That was the only trade I actually took during the normal trading session on this account. I did take a couple pre-market trades that worked out extremely well. But yeah, I don't know. I am just trading that account quite well. Obviously, I can withdraw. I do think I'm going to keep running it up a little bit because if I withdraw any money, my drawdown goes away. So I have a $2,000 drawdown. So the static drawdown is set at 48,000. So right now I've got 4,325 in drawdown. But if I take a withdrawal, the account balance the drawdown basically goes to 50,000. So then I would only have, from 50,000, whatever I take out. So if I take out $1,000 right now, I have 1,325 in drawdown, and I just don't want to do that. So I'm going to at least get it to like 3,000 to 4,000, and then take out $1,000 or $2,000, I think. So yeah, I don't know. I can't do anything wrong with this account, so I might have to buy another eval with UProfit and keep trading it. The undoing here really, I have to show you a really nice trade I took in the pre-market this morning. I don't typically trade the pre-market, but I saw a really nice setup this morning. We had a hitchhiker and a mini retest of this 350 level. Took it long, got out with a little bit of profit, and left my stop sitting. And I said, you know what, I'm just going to leave this stop sitting and hope this goes. And if it stops me out, it stops me out. Well, it did stop me out, and I ended up with a net loss on that trade of about $20-ish. So nothing bad. And then we basically reclaimed this level, had a bit of a pullback. I jumped in again and had a very nice trade. That was about $100 and some trade, 52.48, so $124. So very green on the day. Those two trades in the morning put me at plus about $100 across each account. And then I did not take another trade until around the 10:40, almost 11 o'clock. As we were breaking down this little hitchhiker setup here, I took it short, got a little bit, $40, 40 some dollars, and that put me up to like 130 across all the accounts. Excellent. And here's the thing, my mindset is if I'm going to get somewhere with these accounts, I know trading micros, if I'm going to get somewhere, I need to find some days where we get close to this 400, even, 200-300 in profit. I keep my kind of peak seems to be around 130, 150. That seems to be about my peak on profits. And some days, I get that and I really just don't want to keep trading. So, my mindset was, well, look, I need to try to get some more and get these accounts boosted up and really have a solid day, because I was already up 730 on the UProfit. Really didn't really feel compelled to keep trading that account, because the last time that happened, I had a big red day. Well, so I continue taking some trades, and I've done this several times this week now, actually dating back to last Friday. I've done this a few times where I get into this section where we just kind of start trading in a bit of a channel. It's easy to see in hindsight, but during that time, you didn't really. And I start taking some trades and I start losing. And it's like you win some, you lose some, and it's that death by 1,000 cuts. Here again, this was a short trade here. I was looking for continuation, didn't happen. $64 stop out. Here I had another short trade, got the $32, got my first profit target hit, left my stop loss. I should have at least moved it break even. I didn't. I get stopped out for basically a break even trade, 32, 33. And honestly, that trade right there is kind of what did it. And hindsight is 2020. And I just have to be honest with you. I really was on a tilt session during this time frame and I know that because this is my mindset. My mindset was, yeah, I know I'm making some mistakes, but I'm just got to take this. I got to take this setup. I've got to take this trade. I can get it back. That was my mentality. That is the stupidest thing you can do. And I know better. Oh, I'm aggravated. I'm aggravated at myself. It's not the market. It's not you. It's not the strategy. It's not the ATM. It's Black Coffee Trader between the temples got some problemos. So yeah, we just took a long trade here as we kind of broke out, and it fell apart. Ended up taking this next trade short. Got a little bit of a winner there. That's about a $50 win. Nice little win. Okay, good. We're moving in the right direction. Here we take another short trade. Here's a move down. We got to move back up. Couple candles up, and then we start to go back down. That's a classic hitchhiker setup. I jump in short, got the first profit target, and I did move my stop to almost break even. And of course, this stupid thing, boom, comes back up and stops me out. Now, to be fair, my second profit target would have been sitting right about at that area. I had moved it down quite a ways. I was looking for a bigger trade, which is maybe a mistake on my part. Well, hindsight is 2020. It was a mistake. Because I could have got out of there with some profits instead of having, basically a $30 trade. Again, pull up. We have a move back down, jump in again, thinking now we're going to continue to fall apart. And we don't. Stop out again. And then this one here, this is just very frustrating. Here we had this mega pullback. We're starting to finally break above this 295 area, 2100 or 2095 area. Big pullback. Here we have 2070, about 30-point candle, just straight ripper back down. And then we have these two long wicks, and it was after this second green wick I jumped into this trade, and we pull all the way back, and we go all the way back up here, and now in here we have another kind of a hitchhiker setup. Obviously I was already in the trade, but I thought, well, that's great. We got another one, so this is probably going to go. We get this big move up, and I'm thinking, awesome. We are almost at my first profit target. I'm good. And what do you know? We get a big move back down, creates a big wick, and I just decided to move my stop in here so I get some profit, and it immediately hits me. It goes all the way back down. If I would have stuck to this trade, it would have taken me back into drawdown after being in the trade for, almost 30, actually would have been 30 minutes at that time. Then it went all the way back up. I did re-enter a short here stupidly after this wick. I got thinking short, and this is just how, trading, the mind starts going out of the head. And, I take it short, end up getting the stop out. If I would have stuck with this original trade, I would have at least gotten to one profit target. And then, here we had this is not a great hitchhiker setup by any stretch of the imagination. This is probably more like a B- setup. But long wick, I jumped in. This candle was green when I entered, but then we immediately turned red. We chopped around, and then we just completely fell apart, stopped out again, pull back up. I'm thinking long and wrong again. I couldn't do anything right. And why? Why keep trading? If it's not working, stop. I'm just preaching to myself here. So sorry, kind of feel like I'm ranting, but I'm ticked off at myself for being so stupid. And then I did take a couple more trades here in the afternoon. We did towards end of day. I think if I remember right, yeah, I did. I shut down the charts for a while because I was frustrated, and then turned it back on here, and we had this move up, saw it rejection, and this had rejected pretty much all afternoon. or from late morning to all afternoon, this level had basically rejected. And so when I saw this, I said, you know what, I'm taking this short. I'm going to take a key level trade short, and it worked out very well. Had a nice little profit there, 42. And I was looking for a big trade. I was looking for this trade, what really happened over here. But I did get out of there with about 60 some dollars in profit, almost 70 bucks. And then this, just the final nail in the coffin, pullback. This green candle right here, the cursor sitting on, was red when I enter. So this looked like a classic pullback, and we're going to continue to fall apart. And I enter short, and we had kind of, we went the right direction, pulled back up, and then this candle came all the way back down here, almost to my first profit target, pulls all the way back up, and we end up doing a major reversal before we started getting into this big chop. So just, I want to throw up on it. Just horrifically bad. The only consolation, I lost a couple evals today, but I did pass an eval, as you can see, this top one here. I did pass it on this news, the earnings here at the end of the day. So that's the only silver lining really on the Apex side of things, is now we have another funded account. So hopefully it's not another account that we can continue to lose money in. I'd like to get some of these going the other direction. So I really have thought about maybe going back to minis, like I'm trading my U-Profit account on maybe this one and maybe the one that I just got. I know I did lose some money on this one already, but we still have a fair amount of drawdown. So I don't know. I'll mull upon that. And I know here with the election, this market is a little bit crazy. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to trade. My schedule is going to be a little bit erratic anyway over the next 2 weeks. So I will, if I don't have an update, it's because I probably didn't trade or only took a couple trades and didn't have time to do an update. So the next couple weeks are going to be a bit sporadic, and I think it might be okay, especially with the election and the volatility and the craziness of this market. So yes, big move back down. I did take a couple trades here at the end of the day, again on the Dow on funded account. And again, this was a great setup. We had move up. This is really a bullish move, and jumped in here on this hitchhiker setup, and we got a nice push up, and then we completely fell apart. Big wick down, and then we had a second hitchhiker, got into that one, and I did take profit there, about 60 bucks or 50 bucks on that trade, 40 bucks on the trade. And then we proceeded to fall apart again. So it just, I could not do anything right today. That's just all there is to it. So anyway, it is what it is. Let's take a look at TradeZilla. Today we end up with a net loss of 1213, 1900 negative on Apex and 700 positive on U-Profit. So 36% win rate, pretty poor. Average win to loss still pretty good. If I just let's look at just the Apex accounts for today, 1900, and we still have a decent win rate. I am down a little bit more. Average win was 50, average loser 58 because of the lower win rate. But that number is improving, and I'm really happy about that. But yeah, my Thursday woes seem to continue. I've had 3 straight Thursdays of red days, and I've had 2 really big red days this week. And so we end the month on a negative note. This is the best month I've had in quite a while. Certainly a lot more green days than red. I guess the big takeaway is I need to work on eliminating the bigger red days and keeping the red days small, which really also means the flip side of that argument is that on the green days, I need to have bigger green days and not be okay with just a little bit of profit. And I don't mean that in a greedy way, but I mean that in a risk to reward way. If we need to find some bigger trades if we're using this analogy, so to speak. So, but we end at negative 293. So we lost 300 bucks for the month, which is really, it is a lot better than I've been trading. On the Apex side of things, it's not as pretty. Apex, we are down 2,600 on the month. And on U-Profit is the one that we are up about 2,000 something. So 2,300 bucks on the U-Profit account, which I've only had that account now for about 2 weeks. But yeah, 1 red day and the rest has all been green. So I know that's not going to totally continue, but I am trading it quite well. So anyway, that's that. Not much more to say. It is what it is, and we got our work cut out. I got my drawdown down to like 500. This is the lowest I've actually had it. And if you look at this spreadsheet, we've lost 500 bucks per account this week, which is not very good. So we got one more day left in the week, new month, and hopefully we can at least put a green day together tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not convinced that the market's going to be that great tomorrow and Monday, Tuesday, just with the way that the elections and everything that's going on. We have news tomorrow as well. I think we have non-farm employment change. We have unemployment rate, average hourly earnings. So we got some big news tomorrow morning. We have ISM manufacturing PMI at 10 o'clock. So there's a lot going on tomorrow, plus everything else. So who knows? But we'll see. Maybe I can find a trade or two to take. So, but anyway, that's that. Don't forget, if you are trading Apex, I did change my logo here. I do think that new logo looks better, by the way. But that 80% off evals does expire tonight. I'm probably going to add an account or two yet, just since I did pass this one. I lost a couple more, but that 80% off is ending tonight, supposedly. And I certainly hope the $85 lifetime fee does continue. I certainly hope it does. And then I do believe that, well, I know that the take profit deal is still going on. So thank you for using code BCT, which gets you those discounts with those prop firms. I appreciate that. Thank you, new subscribers. And if you're new, feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for supporting me. Appreciate that very much. And hey, tomorrow's a new day, new month, and October was a success. Despite having a couple big red days and ending today on a negative note, October was a positive for me, definitely an improvement, and we're going to hang our hat on that and focus on the positives and not the negatives. And I've just got to work on a system and a mental game where if I'm green and I take some losing trades, I need to stop and maybe take like an hour break. I've thought about reinstalling GAT. Guardian Angel Trader has an option to where you can lock yourself out for the day. You can lock yourself out for a length of time. So, for example, I don't know if I would have had the mindset to do it, but I could have, after, a loss here, I could have set myself a timer to be like, hey, I can't trade for 30 minutes or 45 minutes. And it allows you to mentally kind of refresh a little bit and just not stay in that mindset. I find that when I didn't leave today, and I should have, like I did yesterday. I literally shut down and I walked out. I left my office, and I'm like, I'm not going to do anything. And that was a smart thing to do. And I should have done it today, and shame on me for not doing it. So, but anyway, I got to quit rambling. Once again, thanks guys. I appreciate y'all, guys and gals, I should say. And once again, we'll get after it tomorrow. So have a good day, and I'll try to have another update for you tomorrow at some point. Take care, and so long.